So Vortex, something I was thinking about. Ooh, ooh. Say hi and bye. They don't know where the fuck they're going. I don't even know what I'm filming right now. It's so bright. It's so bright, I'm just like pointing the camcorder at random places. I think I'm pointing it somewhere and I don't even know what I'm doing. I actually think that's what makes this artistic, is the fact that, like, I'm not really very good at it. And I know that. Because, you know, everybody's constantly competing. And so they want to be the best at something. But when you're not worried about that, and you're just doing it because you want to do it, and you just want to make something, because, like, that's what we're supposed to do. It's like, why would we be on this earth if we weren't supposed to make stuff, you know? Well, like, I'm not making babies, okay? I'm not making babies, and I know that's what I'm supposed to do. I have a uterus, this pesky old thing over here. But, yeah, geriatric, is that what it's called? Geriatric, I don't know. Old. I'm old, okay? My vagina is old. Geriatric. I'm 37 years old, okay? 37. What I'm saying is that if I were to make a baby, it might not be that good of a baby. I mean, I'm sure it would. But it's more of a risk if you make them when you're older. And I really don't want to make one anyway, because I'd have to make one with somebody. And a lot of people will be like, well, no, you don't have to. You know, you could, what do they do? It's like the, they stick you with something. They put somebody else's, like, semen inside you and you get pregnant that way. That's terrible. That's terrible. I don't know why people do that. I feel like that just kind of, like, takes it all away. Like, the whole natural, you know, this is an act of love, and we're making love for the purpose of making another human being that we're going to raise and hopefully encourage that this person that we're creating to be, you know, a useful, productive member of society, you know? I don't think that a lot of people have kids for that reason. You know, I mean, if they're doing it in these weird-ass ways, and people are purposely raising their kids without a dad, and they're purposely, like, getting stuck with different things to make pregnancy possible when obviously it's not supposed to be possible. You know, like, that's the message that I would take. Like if I'm not supposed to make babies, like, I'm not gonna get pregnant. And so, for people that really, really want kids, you know, they can adopt, they can foster, you know, there's definitely a need for that. So I know it's not the same thing, but I think about all these kids, you know, I was one of those kids. I was so lucky to get adopted so quick, but, you know, it's like there's so many kids in really bad situations. There's so many kids that don't have parents to love them and raise them and remind them that the world can sometimes be good. Like I said, I'm really, really lucky that that happened for me. And, you know, I still knew the world was bad. You know, I've been schizo my whole life, so I've always been well aware of how shitty this place is and how terrible the people are. I mean, if they're not just, like, outright sociopathic and, you know, stuck up and they expect way too much. Their demands are like way too high. You know, if they're not like that, then they're just fucking dumb, and it's like they don't care about anything until it's too late to do anything about it, you know? And I feel like COVID revealed the fact that like that is the world that we live in, which is why a lot of people committed suicide, and you know, many people relapsed, many people are still relapsing because they just can't get over the fact that, you know, the world is the way that the world is. But I guess that's why I believe in God so much, because like I see the evil of this world, and I don't have any hope in it. I don't have hope in people. I don't have hope in like the system, or like there's nothing we can do about that, you know? So I just have to make the most out of what God has given me, and hopefully that will inspire everybody else to do the same. But you know, like the good people will get stronger, the bad people will get weaker. And that's always the truth, no matter what. But there will always be these events, these world events, these political things that'll happen that'll make people think that it's because of that, but it's not. It's because of the existential crisis, like I keep saying. Now, it's okay that you want to escape this motherfucker. It's totally fine, okay? The more I think about it, the more I think it's the devil fucking with my head, telling me that I should feel guilty, or that I'm fucking sinning or some shit. All because sometimes I get high. That's okay. That's okay if you do that. Everybody does that in different ways too. I mean, you can get a lot higher on a computer than you can with a bottle of pills, you know? It's like, if you think about it, all the different ways to get high off of your computer or off your smartphone, it's ridiculous, dude. I think I need to like write down another list. Ways to get high without doing drugs. Just to school those motherfuckers that act like they're not engaging in sinful behavior that's just as problematic and just as compulsive. But, oh, I'm clean and sober. I don't watch pornography. I just jerk off to myself. You know they do that. I did something like that at Cafe Coco recently, where I was like pretending that I was masturbating on stage. I was pretending I have a dick. Because that's exactly what all these cats remind me of. These people on social media that like want to brag about like how much they know. And do I do that? God, I hope I don't do that. I'm sorry if I do that. My apologies. My profuse apologies if I do that, because I don't want to do that. I mean, I do know stuff, but I don't. You know, like everything that I think I know, it just leads me down another path where I know more than I thought I knew about that path. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything's got a fucking like hidden passageway through like a bookcase or some shit, you know? Like there's always more to be revealed. And I'm really grateful for that. I'm really grateful that I have that sort of mindset, rather than just thinking, you know, that I should do a TED Talk or get a Twitter account, you know? I feel like both of those are bad. But there are a lot of people that do Twitter that think that they're doing a TED Talk. And I think that those people should be beaten the shit out of, honestly. You know, as much of a pacifist as I am, Twitter, you know? Twitter just changes my mind on so many things.